Hello internet people, my name's Tom from the Wasted Talent YouTube channel, and this is episode 2 of the Yorkshire National Team series. And we're on Jamie Shackleton's profile to start with. Just wanted to show him to you, because look, he's got sky high potential. He's a 18-year-old who plays for Leeds. Some of his technical the majority of his technical stats need a bit of work, but the core ones for an advanced playmaker are all already very good. His mentals are very rounded and solid. His physicals are brilliant. And I'm thinking of bringing him into the squad. So today, as ever, the schedule, the fixtures work so beautifully in my favour because all the games are just in pairs. We're playing 2 home games in the Nations League. Our final 2 home games before next episode when we just have the final game against Bosnia. But first up then, 2 home games in 4 days. 3 days? 4 days. First up, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then Austria again, who we just beat in Austria 2-0 in the last episode. If you haven't watched that yet, go and watch that first. What are you doing? Also watch the experiment video I did where we make the Yorkshire national teams and the Yorkshire leagues. But yeah, otherwise, we have a squad to pick. And if you have watched the last episode, you'll know that last time I didn't pick the squad until the day of the deadline, and I therefore couldn't pick loads of players because they'd already been confirmed in the under-21s or under-19 squads. We're not making that mistake again. We're about a week away from the deadline and we're going to do the squads now. So go through using these, pick the positions that we need, and we'll start off with goalkeepers then. And I think this one's going to be fairly easy. So Alex Smithies, he's not playing very well for Cardiff or very much, but he was brilliant for us in the first episode. Wildsmith is in because I want him in the squad because he's got the best potential other than Ryan Schofield, but his ability is just not high enough, and when he has played in League One this year, he's been really poor. And I think, there's no one on good form until you go all the way down to Hugh Reid, who's nowhere near good enough, is in Yorkshire's lowest tier. I think I'm going to go with George Long, because despite not making a senior appearance for Hull, if you look at his last 5 games, he has been playing alright when he's played in whatever level he is playing at, and he's got a bit of potential to grow into, so let's have him in the squad, but it's mainly going to be Smithies in goal. Picking left backs when you're Yorkshire manager is very easy. It's Danny Rose and Charlie Taylor. Now I'm half a mind to leave Kyle Walker out this time because last time, in the last episode, he was complacent and he didn't play particularly well, but when he's this good and playing this well for a team as good as Man City, I don't think I can really leave him out. Holgate I will pick, but as a centre-back. So I need it's still going to have to be Kyle Norton on form and tired on ability. Yeah, Kyle Norton deserves to be in the squad, so he's going to be. Last time the 4 centre-backs picked themselves, and they still do. Look at these top 4 and look at their form. Wonderful. Milner's the captain and so has to be in. Fabian Delph still isn't playing much or well for Man City, but he was really good for us. Lewis Cook isn't having a great season at Bournemouth, but with the potential he has, I think we have to have him in the squad. Calvin Phillips has been great for Leeds, get in. Shackleton, we've discussed, is going to be in. And Godfrey is probably the best holding man we have. He's having an alright season for Norwich, but purely because he's so comfortable in that deeper role when not many Yorkshire midfielders are, we're going to pick him as well. It hasn't let me pick Delph there. Why not? What's wrong with Delph? Why can't Delph come into the squad? That's descriptive, thank you. Why not? What's wrong? Why can't you come into the squad, mate? Can I get more details on this? Why? I'm unable to figure out why I can't pick Delph. So I'm gonna leave a gap in the squad. And then, oh no, he didn't play well for us last time, did he? He got injured just before the squad could be picked. But that injury should be gone by now. History, injuries. Yeah, so 3-week injury 4.5 weeks ago. Why can't I pick him? Oh. We'll come back on deadline day, and if I can pick him then, I'll pick him then. If not, never mind. Let's move on to some wingers. Oh, that's going to be a shame if I can't get Delph in the squad, because he's a real asset. He's just so versatile and so hard-working. Right then. Jack Clark, Tavernier, please. Daniel James, please. Don't mess me about stupid under-21s. Just come into the main squad instead. So we have Better on the right, better on the left, better on the left. So I want another better on the right. Aaron Lennon, maybe? You know what? Go on then, Aaron. Go on then. And then I need a pair of strikers. And with how he played last time from the left wing, it's going to have to. One of them's going to have to be Calvert-Lewin. Even though he's playing poorly for Everton, he played brilliantly for us. And I think, wow, look at some of these others. Jack Marriott's getting goals in the Championship for Derby. McBurney's doing pretty well for Swansea. Fraser Campbell, Billy Sharp getting goals in the Yorkshire Elite League. Cameron Jerome. Not happening. But I think I'm going to go with Erling Haaland. 5 goals from 6 starts, 10 appearances total, 7.34 in the Bundesliga. No, not the German Bundesliga, sorry, the Austrian Bundesliga. That's a tip 3 Bundesliga powered by T-Mobile. That rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? But yeah, we're gonna pick Haaland and Calvert-Lewin if it'll let me. Come on, it's let me get in. So if I can get Delph into this as well, this is the squad that we'll have, and this squad of players, it's a real good mix of experienced pros and high potential youngsters, and I'm so excited for it. Oh no, Danny Rose is injured. That's not ideal. So here we are, deadline day then. Danny is officially injured and unavailable for selection. So I've already put into the squad as his replacement James Husband. So that does mean that we still have a spot open though, which I'm still hopeful will go to Fabian Delph. Are you going to let me yet? I don't know. It's so annoying that it's not telling me why I can't. It has let me. Okay, cool. Done. It's confirmed before the game changes its mind again. Oh, you are kidding. It's happened again. I've managed to get Delph into the squad and he's out of it again. Okay. So, all that about trying to get Delph in the squad and he's out of it. We'll bring in Rinomhota then. He's got some excellent mentals for what is he, 21? 21-year-old. Great work rate and teamwork, bravery. He's got a good touch. His technical abilities could do with some boosting, but based on the current ability and potential ability, they are going to. Great stamina and natural fitness and good physicals all around. I like the look of him. Ball winner or a box-to-box midfielder, which I love too. Can play a bit in the deeper role, which might be useful. I don't know if he'll get on the pitch, but it's worth him being in the squad. So here's going to be the team then. For the first game against Bosnia and Herzegovina, we're going to go with it's the same tactic as the previous episode with the 4-3-3 with the holding man. We're going with Smithies, Kyle Walker, John Stones, centre-back, which might not be the best idea in the Nations League based on earlier this week. We're going to go with Maguire next to him and Charlie Taylor at left-back in the absence of Rose. Godfrey is the holding man, Cook and Milner is the midfield two. Different wingers this time. We're going with Jack Clark, the young Leeds player, and Dan James, now the Manchester United left winger, and Calvert-Lewin moving from left wing last game to up front this game, hopefully to score more goals. Their team then, who do we recognise? There's Begovic in goal that we know all about, Kolasinac left back. If he's on real life form, he might not be too much of a problem. Pjanic is one of the world's best centre mids in there for them. Dzeko's still a brilliant target man, one of the best target men in the game, and he's captain for them. I feel like I've heard of Visca on the wing there. That's about it, if I'm honest. So, again, I will back this team to beat this one, especially at home, especially with how we played in the last episode. Let's get it. Corner for them then, first highlight, header back in, Maguire gets it away. Can we counter? Clark, great ball into the channel for Calvert-Lewin. Now hold it up and wait. Look at all these bodies getting forward. Get the ball in now. James, it's not quite fallen for us. What can Dan James do? Come out to Cook. Can he get a shot away? He can. Oh, great save apparently. Looked like it went wide. Was going wide anyway, but Begovic has got a touch and it's going to be a corner. Stones at the back post. He's missed it. Oh, from what looked like under the goal, he's headed it over. Okay, we're on top though. Maguire's taking throw-ins, which isn't great. I might have to look at that in a minute. And we're giving the ball away, and here they come then. Visca, who I think I recognise the name of, running through the team. Stopped, though, by Godfrey. Excellent play. What a ball that is from John Stones. Calvert-Lewin, again, holding up brilliantly. Milner. James. Yes, what a goal. What a goal. That's brilliant play. That's the kind of high-pressing, high-octane play that we want. Great long ball forward. You don't have to play out from the back all the time, John, if you can pick a good pass. I'll stop bringing it up, I promise. And a great first-time finish from Dan James on his first cap, 8 minutes into his first international appearance for Yorkshire. And he does a front roll as he celebrates his first goal. Yes! Half an hour gone, then we have another corner. Stones on it again, and he scores this time. 2-0 after half an hour. Don't want to say that we're cruising, because the possession's sort of 50-50. You'll see in a minute after the replay's over. I'll hang on long enough. Poor defending, it has to be said, because it's kind of a free header from about 2 yards out. He had one earlier that he missed. Taylor, can it make it 3-0? Off the post. We are all over them in terms of the highlights. 9 shots to 1, I guess. And the possession's a lot less even now. Just jumped up to 57, didn't it? Maybe we are crushing them a little. Let's do that on the scoreline then as well. Let's keep peppering their goal. Let's make Begovic work. Let's make Dzeko make clearances. Let's keep Dzeko in this half of the pitch. Maguire, can you shoot? Lots of people had lots of shots there. None of them went anywhere near the goal. And that is, quite frankly, a brilliant half for us. That almost couldn't have gone any better. 2-0 up. Dominating. Absolutely dominating Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I'm delighted with it. And I want to give them the complacency talk, but I can't really, kind of with how good that is. I'm just going to have to tell them that it's brilliant and hope they don't get too complacent. Kyle Walker's complacent already. What is wrong with you, mate? And for all the talking I did about John Stones, he's currently set to be man of the match on an 8.4. Well done, mate. Going to bring in youngsters Erling Haaland and Jamie Shackleton for their Yorkshire debuts. Come on, lads. One of you get a goal. Walker with a free kick for us. Back post. John Stones. Oh, he's had 3 brilliant chances and he's only taken one of them. Maybe a chance for them then. Just under 10 minutes to go. What's Milner just done? Just gone through the back of a minute. Is it a penalty? It is a penalty. Is it Dzeko that's going to take it? No, it's number 6. Oh, it's going to be Pjanic, isn't it? Yep. And he buries it. Ugh. That was that they haven't really threatened at all. I've included their attacking highlights, both of them. And they haven't really threatened, and that's the last thing we needed to do, especially from our captain and most experienced player, Milner, as well. Now we look like having to maybe hang on a little bit towards the end of this game here. And here they are again, and right at the end. This would be a bitter blow if they hit it. Especially when it goes in like that. Off the bar, off Smithies and into the net, and a completely undeserved equaliser. This is hard to take. It's a great strike, but a penalty and that in the last 10 minutes after we dominated them, and I was all giddy bringing kids on, thinking I was clever. Have I got more subs to make? No. Oh. Save me, guys. Someone save me. But there's another highlight. Is it actually a highlight or is it just the end of the game? Kolasinac. Dzeko has missed it. We are lucky not to have lost this. How? How has this happened? I didn't say we were cruising. I was careful not to say we were cruising. But we were cruising. We battered them for 80 minutes, barely let them have a shot, and then all of a sudden it's a penalty and an own goal in off the keeper's back. I believe this is what's called getting FM'd. Oh, so come on, score now. No. We were wasteful with chances throughout the game. We didn't put enough of them away. And we've been made to pay. And look at their performance ratings. That kind of tells you they were awful. Utterly awful. And the fact that we've not won that is an absolute joke. This feels very risky. But because the games are so close together and fitness, there's no resting players because there's no training to rest them from. And there's 2 days between the games. It does kind of dictate that I have to rotate quite a lot. And so we have done. Norton's in for Walker, Holgate's in for Stones, Husband's in for Taylor, Phillips is in for Godfrey, Shackleton's in for Cook. Oh no, he's not, because Cook's just moved across. Shackleton's in for Milner. Clark's still there, Cavalieri's still there, and Tavernier is in for Dan James. Line up differently this time. I believe last time Arnautovic was up front, but he's on the left this time. Baumgartlinger, Grilic, Sabitzer, I know all of those players and they're all good. Bergstaller up front alongside Grigoric. I don't know him. He's not played well, so I'm alright with that. Kevin Wimmer at centre-back. Yes, mate. You can be here all the time. Throwing for us then, 5 minutes in. Husband. Calvert-Lewin. Decent ball across, but cleared away. Holgate. Can we recycle? Maguire. Looking wide for Clark. That's some ball. That's some header. That's some goal. That's a Route 1 goal. That's wonderful. Maguire with long ball. Clark win the header. And a great header bombed across the box. Let's watch this in 3D. Not going to get ahead of myself thinking we're going to win the game easily after the last one, but what a header from Clark. And on the volley as well. Oosh. Calvert-Lewin deals exclusively in screamers for the Yorkshire national team. Get in, son. Throw in. It's not a corner. It's a poor throw in as well. But Kevin Wimmer can recycle. Lazaro. They're playing it quickly. Sabitzer. Bergstaller. Tackled. Calvo. Hold it up a bit. That's brilliant. Clark. Look at the 3 men in the box. Find one of them. Cook's in there. Tavernier's in there. 2-0. We had this in the last game. I need to stay calm. This is literally what happened in the last game, isn't it? We scored a really early goal. We scored one later in the first half. And then got complacent. And ended up drawing. We can't do that again. If we win this, I think we win the group. I think. Great finish from Marcus Tavernier. Brilliant finish. Brilliant play again. Clark with another assist. Fantastic. Free kick for them right at the end. Are they going to get one back? On Nautovic from range. Smithies with a good save. And from the corner, Wimmer's there. Good save again from Smithies. And that'll bring us to half time. And this game is identical to the last. And in the last one, you remember at half time, in fact, I might cut it and paste it here. I want to give them the complacency talk, but I can't really, kind of with how good that is. I'm just going to have to tell them that it's brilliant and hope they don't get too complacent. I refrained from giving the complacency talk for fear that it might impact negatively on some of them. After how the last game ended, we're definitely having the complacency talk this time. And I'm sorry, Jack, you have been brilliant, but the team needed to hear that after what happened in the last game. I'm just going to tell you that I'm very happy with you just to turn that redness around. But please, lads, don't do that to me again. Throw in for us. Calvert-Lewin, what can he make of it? Good pass to Tavernier. Ball to the back post. Not his best. And 3 of our players decided to leave it for each other, and that allowed Grilic in, but no. Calvin Phillips having none of that. Here's Clark. Can we come forward? Norton's a long way forward. Has he got a nosebleed? Oh, he's had a decent shot with his left foot. Well saved. Never seen Cal Norton that far up the field in his career. Free kick for them. Alaba. That was it with some pace. And now we're gone, and I am a little bit worried at how similar this game is to the last one. Cook's not having a great game at the box-to-box role. Just going to bring Milner in, just as that wily old pro. Just try and help us see this out, please, skipper. Jamie Shackleton again. Phillips. Leeds teammates linking up. Great ball over top. Calvin, put it away. Oh. Calvin? That's not his name. Calvert-Lewin. It's kind of a... Actually, yeah, Calvin. I know, because Calvin Phillips actually is called Calvin. Never mind. Phillips. Phillips to Norton. Shackleton. I wish they didn't have similar names. Oh, that's it. That's the highlight, is it? Well, we're 70 minutes in, and there's another highlight, so I'll not make any changes yet. We'll see what this becomes. Tavernier. Shackleton. That's not great. Oh, no. Not like this. Well done, Mason Holgate. He's come in for John Stones. He's been brilliant so far. Cue an error from him. No? Brilliant. Excellent defending. Well done, lads. Right. Let's pause before another highlight happens, and let's actually go into here. Now, in the last game, I'm so worried about how similar this is to the last game and how that one ended. So I want to actually do something, but I'm not entirely sure what. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is come off positive onto balanced, be more disciplined, start time wasting, just do the kind of dirtier things a bit. Just start trying to kill the game a bit. In fact, thinking about it, it wasn't that we didn't kill the game last time. It was that we gave away a silly penalty and then they got a fluky off the bar, off the keeper goal. So let's just hope for no BS this time. It's Tavernier. Can we get a third? That would really put it to bed. Phillips. That's not your best pass, mate. Oh, no. Arnautovic is clean through and scores with 10 minutes to go. It's happening again. It's literally the same thing again. That's such a bad pass, and then they're in. Just like that. Right. I'm going to bring Stones on for Holgate. I'm going to bring Godfrey on for Shackleton. Drop Godfrey to here, and then play Calvin as a ball-winning midfielder on support in the middle. Guys, please, don't do this again. They've gone to 3-4-3. I believe they did that last time we played as well. No, come on, please, don't do it. Oh, I thought it was in. I actually thought that was in. And as we enter stoppage time, we cue their goal. Here it is. That was great. That I actually timed that brilliantly for a start of a highlight. Here we go then. Strebinger for them in goal. Long ball. Hoof to nothing. Maguire deals with it. Come on, score a third. Phillips. Look at Clark on the right. That's a poor pass again, but it'll make it work. No, he won't. Okay. Oh, 40 seconds left. Oh no. Arnautovic, Sabitzer. Oh, he's shot from there, but he's got a corner out of it somehow. Please don't concede. Don't do it to me twice. Maguire heads away, but not that far away. It's going to come out to Kites again. Cross to the back post. Get rid of it. Oh. Well, look how the shots ended up. We were well ahead in the first half. This is a problem, isn't it? So this is what I need to deal with in time for the next episode. We fall apart towards the end of games. Is it fitness? Is it lack of experience? Wasted Talent viewers and subscribers, I am calling on you to be my assistants, my coaches. Go in the comments, tell me what you think I can do to curb the trend that we've seen in this episode of crumbling towards the end of games after winning comfortably up until the final 10 minutes. Because those two games followed the exact same pattern. And we got away with one of them and didn't get away with the other. We could have easily lost against Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we could easily have drawn or lost in the final 10 minutes against Austria, having comfortably beaten both of them for 80 of the 90 minutes. So in the comments, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. But until next time, I've been Tom from the Wasted Talent YouTube channel. If you want to see more of this kind of video and more experiment videos and stuff like that as well, hit like, hit subscribe. Until next time, see ya.